James, welcome to today's How to Jab and Knock Out the Competition with real sales and marketing results. How are you?
I'm fantastic, man. Thank you for having me on. I love the boxing gloves, dude. Hey, that's like the best cardio, man. My buddy got a bag and you just dance around it and you bounce. And before you know it, like everything just starts happening. You start working your heart rate up. That's the way.
It's what I do. It's how I get rid of all the stress from dumbasses out there that don't want to talk to me or they purposely avoid me. And you know what I'm talking about from a sales standpoint, right?
Yeah,
they know,
I sure do.
They need you, right? But for some reason, James, they just, at that point in time, they just don't want to conversate with you.
So I just had this conversation with a young seller this morning who was like, how, people just say I'm not interested. And it was funny because like, we immediately said, well, what are you saying? And then of course the response is the typical young seller's response. Well, let me give you my pitch. This is what I say. And I say, oh, right there, you've got it, right? The reason they're not interested is because you're calling people and you're immediately pitching them. Stop this madness. So he was like, well, okay. So, most people say not interested because it's like a brush off. It's I want to hang this call up is what they really mean. Isn't that? So I tell him like, yo, the best thing you could do is stop the conversation. One, adjust what you're saying beforehand so that you don't get that response as often. That's the first step. Yep. The second step is if you get that response anyway, which is human nature, not interested, thanks, we just hang up. Stop the conversation. Wait, you're not interested in, and then talk about what they do. Wait, you're not interested in this thing that you do for a living, or you're not interested in talking to me. Right. And then it's like this human reaction. They're like, oh, am I being a dick? Like,
yep.